The guidance that you have provided is criminally vague. You say that states shouldn't open too early, but then you don't give us the resources to succeed. You work for a president who is frankly undermining our efforts to comply with the guidance that you've given us. And then the guidance that you have provided is criminally vague. And obviously, the plan to reopen America was meant to be followed by more detailed, nuanced guidance, right? What does a downward trajectory mean? What happens if the trajectory is downward in some settings, but upward in others? What happens if you reopen and then there's a spike in one location or another setting? And of course, you knew this because you developed this guidance, this additional guidance that is site-specific, that frankly is helpful. Some of this is on the CDC website, but some of it is not. And we need it. My state needs it. We don't have all of the experts that you have, and so we rely on you. So reporting suggests, Dr. Redfield, that this guidance that was developed by you and other experts was shelved by the administration, that it was withheld from states and the public because of a decision made by the White House. So my specific question is, why didn't this plan get released? And if it is just being reviewed, when is it going to be released? Because states are reopening right now, and we need this additional guidance to make those decisions.
Senator, I appreciate your question. Clearly, we have generated a series of guidances, as you know, and as this outbreak response has evolved from a CDC to an all-of-government response, as we work through the guidances, a number of them go for interagency review and interagency input to make sure that these guidances are more broadly applicable for different parts of our society. The guidances that you've talked about have gone through that interagency review. There are comments that have come back to CDC, and I anticipate they'll go back up into the task force for final review.
But we're reopening in Connecticut in 5 days, in 10 days. I mean, this guidance isn't going to be useful to us in 2 weeks. So is it this week? Is it next week? When are we going to get this expertise from the federal government?
The other thing I will just say is that the CDC stands by to give technical assistance to your state and any state upon any request. I do anticipate this broader guidance, though, to be posted on the CDC website soon. I can't tell you soon, but I can tell you your state can reach out to CDC and we'll give guidance directly to anyone in your state on any circumstance that your state desires guidance from.
Soon isn't terribly helpful. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The guidance that you have provided is criminally vague.